And for whatever reason, he thinks this is pretty. That's why he made it. I mean, he thought it was so gorgeous. He was like, I have to make it. I want to encourage you to see yourself that way. God thought I was so pretty. He had to make me. Hi YouTube, and welcome back to my channel, Lily of the Field. Yes, I am out here looking like the girl with the pearl earring. And the reason why I'm wearing a scarf right now is because I'm getting my hair braided. The front is not yet finished. So I decided to throw a scarf on and make it pretty. I think I did a good job. Hey, you know what? Work with what you got. And in fact, that is the topic of this video. Today we are going to talk about some things that I had to accept, some truths that I had to accept before I began my glow up, level up journey. But before we get into that, there are a couple of things I wanted to talk about, just mention to you guys. The reason I've been hectic and the reason why this video is a bit late is because I am preparing to actually travel. It's gonna be a solo trip. It's gonna be for a while. I'm not gonna tell you what city. I want you to guess what city I am going to be traveling to. Just to give you a little bit of a hint, it is a large city. It's a big city. You might say, oh, that's not much of a hint, but I think it is. I think it is. So please put your guesses down in the comments below. What city do you think you will see me in? I don't know if you watched my video about me finding my calling, you might say, as a coach, as a life coach. In recent news, I have officially graduated my course. I have gotten my certificate. So I'm so excited to officially be a trained life coach. In addition to that, I did say I wanted to launch my coaching business this month. I'm not yet at the place where I feel peace about moving forward with launching my coaching business just yet. There are some more things that I want to explore with God. If I do get peace about starting my coaching business, you guys will definitely be the first to know. That might be in September, but right now I'm still kind of praying about when to launch it. Whatever it is, I'm just excited to get started doing whatever work God puts in front of me. Okay, so I don't think I have anything else, so let's go ahead and start with these things, the things that I had to accept. So one of the things that I had to accept was that I was not my idea of beauty. And I know that sounds so kind of sad and negative, but let me set this up for you. I grew up in a culture, I'm Nigerian if you didn't know, and I grew up in a culture where being skinny and short and young looking was not the thing. It just wasn't the thing. At least in my Nigerian circles, the thing was for you to look like a woman. So curves, height, this kind of refined, mature beauty, that was what was praised. So my idea of beauty was always to be tall, very curvy, dark-skinned, high cheekboned, because these women were always seen as the prettier ones. They're the ones who got the most respect. They're the ones who got the most head turns. I wanted to be the tall, basically I wanted to be a lekwek. I wanted to be a supermodel, dark-skinned supermodel with high cheekbones. And I thought I could be that. I really did think I was gonna grow up and be that because my grandmother was like that. My grandmother was a very curvaceous, dark-skinned woman with a beautiful smile, high cheekbones. I mean, cheekbones to the sky, just above the clouds. Her cheekbones were so high. She was 6 feet tall, y'all. And she was the shortest of her sisters. Her mother was almost 7 feet tall. So I really thought like, oh, I'm gonna be like my grandma because I decided. Well, my dreams did not come true. I found myself short, skinny, and middle tone brown. And I think that this might have been part of the reason why I also chucked my beauty. Like, not only could I not be the type of beauty that other people recognize, but even my own culture is beautiful, even my own concept of beautiful, I was not any of it. I was not any of it. I was not the beautiful, green-eyed, brunette or the blue-eyed blonde, and I also was not the dark-skinned voluptuous model. And I guess I kind of got lost in the sauce a little bit there. Got a little bit lost, and I didn't see, okay, where do I fit in the beautiful scale? I didn't get it. Like, I'm tiny and short. You know? So the first thing that I really had to both let go of and accept, I had to let go of this idea that this was the only type of beautiful that there was. This electric, tall supermodel, dark-skinned, curvaceous. I had to let go of that. I had to, not that I started to see it as not attractive, right? I think it's still beautiful, but I'm no longer jealous of it because I just let it go as the only way that I can see beauty. The thing that I had to accept was that even though that woman, and you can insert your own woman, right? That idea, that ideal of beauty, it was my idea of what beauty looked like. Even though that was mine, I had to accept that I, as I am, as I have been built, I am God's idea of beauty. Like, who wins here? Who wins? You know, my little minute, short-sighted idea of beauty, or God's infinite idea of beauty? And for whatever reason, he thinks this is pretty. That's why he made it. I mean, he thought it was so gorgeous. He was like, I have to make it. I want to encourage you to see yourself that way. God thought I was so pretty, he had to make me. If you're an artist, you understand when you have an idea so amazing, you just have to get out a piece of paper, a pen, write down that lyric, write down that poem, draw that picture, because it wells up in you that you have to produce something from the inspiration to get it out, because it's something that you feel you must capture somewhere. And that is the process by which God made you. That's the process by which he made me. He made me out of the welling up of inspiration. Oh my God, I have to capture this in a human soul. I have to express this in a human body, in human form. He's passionate about each and every one of us exactly as we are made. Each one of us is a reflection of him. That woman, whoever that woman is for you, could be a Kardashian, the Jenner, whatever. I don't know who it is for you. That ideal of beauty, that is beautiful. But understand that that's your idea of beauty, but God sees you that way. You are God's idea of beautiful. He thinks you're gorgeous. He's like, oh my gosh, look at what I did. What I'm saying is that I really had to understand that God had a vision when he made me, and he was so excited. And what my job is now in this life is to see myself the way that God sees me, is to be just as overjoyed and excited for my short, skinny, mid-tone brown self as he is currently. The Bible says that the Lord delights in you. He delights in you. He's excited. He's just like, look at those. You are a joy to him. Seeing you, being around you, he's so overjoyed. And my job in this life is to see me the way God sees me. To look myself in the mirror and be just as in awe at God's work as God is. When he said, it is good. David would admire himself. He said, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. That was what helped me. Not to be like that girl over there, but to be me, and the best me that I could be. Okay, so that's all I have for you guys here today. I will see you in the mystery city in my next video. Please leave your comments down below as to what city that might be. And thank you so much once again for joining me here on Lily of the Field. Like this video if you liked this video. And until next time, have a blessed day. And remember, God has given you everything you need to grow. Bye.